Jeff, I cannot believe that we are getting married today. God has been so wonderful to us. You are the very best thing that has ever happened to me.
Jeff didn't always adhere to man code. We were out in a social gathering, just kind of kicking it with some dudes, and Jeff literally ran up to another guy to compliment him on his shirt.
All right, this is a video of me struggling how to, did they just stay like that?
You got it, yep.
But all joking aside, Jeff's one of the greatest human beings that I've ever had the pleasure to know. The nursing field I know is one of the most overworked and understaffed fields around, but Jeff gets great reviews year in and year out because he not only sees them as somebody who he needs to treat, but he sees them as individual people and takes the time to pray with them and their families. Jeff, you're just an amazing dude, and I'm happy to kind of have you as a spiritual mentor in my life.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Jeff's got the jitters a little bit.
Yeah, just walking them off. It's okay.
Got about an hour.
It's all right. How many calories do you think I can burn in an hour walking down?
We had a pretty typical sisterhood. We had those periods of time where we could not get enough of each other and we did everything together.
Are you in there? Are you in? Okay.
We also had those times, especially going into our adolescent years, where we did not always get along. I remember my grandma Shirley would always tell us, "Now girls, don't fight. Someday the two of you will be best friends." And at the time, I think we both thought my grandma was crazy. But today I can admit in front of all of these witnesses that Grandma Shirley, you were right. As Emily and I grew older, we became closer and closer. And somewhere along the line, Emily, you truly have become my best friend.
Ready? Yeah.
A couple of years ago, Jeff was very patiently waiting on God's timing to bring the perfect woman into his life. But as hard as it was, he was still going to choose to wait on God's timing no matter how long it took. And I remember telling Matt that night how cool it was. Jeff was loving and honoring his future wife without even knowing her name by simply waiting for her and guarding his heart for her. We prayed that God could grant him the patience and the waiting for his timing, and that God was truly preparing the perfect woman to be his wife. And the cool thing is, in that same prayer, a breath later, we would turn around and we would pray that same prayer for Emily. Little did we know, God was answering that prayer, and he was preparing the two of them for one another.
Then comes the text to the dad that says, "I want to sit down and talk to you." I did as any good dad would do and thought the most intimidating setting probably could be to bring him to my office. And in true man fashion, so I'll give him a little man points back, he just directly told me that, what he'd been praying for, what God laid on his heart, and he wanted to get to know Emily more. And it was really easy for me to say that Vicki and I discussed this and thought it'd be a great relationship. Then I get the text that says, "I want to meet you and Vicki and talk to you about where relationship's going, but don't tell Emily." So again, in true dad fashion, I probably waited at least a day to respond to that text. As Jeff said, I love your daughter, and he gave all the good, heartfelt, what you want to hear as a father. I would like to marry your daughter. I just kept a straight face and said no. And I don't know how we didn't laugh, but we didn't. And we were enjoying our breakfast, and Jeff had his smoothie because he was too nervous to eat. And finally, he just kind of sucked it up and said, "Can I ask why?" So we couldn't hold it any longer than that. We obviously had a great conversation with Jeff.
You took off the whole week just to practice lighting candles. And then, Emily, you come in and rose petals and tea candles everywhere. And he pays you the highest compliment that a young man can pay to a young woman. He asks for your hand in marriage.
And I can assure you that both Jeff and Emily are ready to be married.
Jeffrey, I'm going to ask you first. Do you take Emily, whose hand you hold, to be your wife?
I do.
Do you take Jeffrey, whose hand you hold, to be your husband?
I do.
Hi, Jeffrey.
I, Emily,
Take you, Emily.
take you, Jeffrey,
Be my wife.
to be my husband. I will love you when we're together,
And when we are apart,
when our lives are at peace.
and if they're in turmoil,
I will love you during all times,
Regardless of the obstacles we might face, I will seek to be open.
and to be honest with you.
I will trust you. I
I
will
will
respect
respect
you.
you.
And you in turn paid this young man the highest compliment that you could give to him by saying, "Yes, I want to be your wife."
I will strive to make Christ the center and foundation of our marriage.
And I will strive to help you become more like him.
I give you my hand.
I give you my heart.
I give you my love. I
I
give
give
you
you
everything
everything that I am, now
now
and
and
forever.
forever.
And repeat after me. With this ring,
Write this word
I thee wed,
in the name of the Father.
and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
It's my honor, it's my privilege as a minister of the gospel to pronounce you husband and wife. Jeffrey, you may kiss your bride. It's also my privilege to introduce to you folks for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Boyd.
And today he gets to marry one of the sweetest, most generous, and most caring girls that I've ever gotten to know. I'm truly blessed to have you as a sister-in-law, Emily. Well, there's one last man code that needs to be addressed. Man code says that your friends cannot date or marry your sister. But I found a loophole today because it doesn't say anything about sister-in-laws. So can we all raise our glasses to this wonderful loophole and this beautiful new marriage?
So Jeff, today, I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for waiting on my sister and guarding your heart for her. Jeff and Emily, it is so evident that your relationship has been orchestrated by God. And the two of you have continued to honor and serve God in your dating relationship and now in your engagement. And I can't wait to see how God uses you in your future life together. I couldn't be more happy for the both of you, and I love you both very much.
We know you guys are going to be happy together. Just congratulations, and just one last toast. May God bless you and your marriage. He'll give you a long, joyous, prosperous life together.
This is for Jeff, his gift. This is for Emily. We got her bling ring and some cards. So you know they get bored on the plane, so.
Thank you for finding me when you did. You changed my life, and now I believe that love is all that I'll ever need. I promise my heart and all that I am.
I am so thankful for you. You are my soulmate. You are absolutely made just for me. You are the absolute best man I ever could have asked for. I love everything about you. I am so happy that I get to marry you today. You are my best friend. I am so happy that I get to wake up to you every morning and go to sleep with you every night. I love you more than words can even describe. I was made to love you. Today, we are getting married. Today is just the start of a wonderful life we will spend together. I am so excited to spend forever with you. I love you like crazy.
Yours forever.